All right, guys, we're going to cover, this is going to be a little bit different video. I'm going to actually have a chat with AI about a couple mathematics problems that I see online a lot. First one here is 7 plus 7 times 0 plus 7. And we got another one. All right, here's our other problem. It's 50 plus 50 minus 25 times 0 plus 2 plus 2. I've had some longer videos on this, but I just wanted to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation with AI and discuss this and talk about a lot of the common mistakes that people make. Let's give it a try.
Loud and clear. Everything's working great on my end. What's on your mind today?
Well, I wanted to go over a few math problems that I've seen on Facebook and hopefully discuss those a little bit and the solutions and some of the common mistakes that are made. I'm just thinking through a couple of them. One of the ones I've been looking at is 7 plus 7 times 0 plus 7.
The classic tracks. That one's a perfect showcase for order of operations. People love adding first, but multiplication always has the spotlight. Let's break it down and bust those myths.
Yeah, that sounds good. I know the most common answer I usually see for this problem is 7. And I think what's happening is people are adding 7 plus 7, getting 14. Then they're multiplying by 0, and then adding 7 and getting 7. But with 7 plus 7 times 0 plus 7, they need to understand they need to do the multiplication first.
Exactly. Multiplication first, that's 7 times 0, which is 0. Then you've got 7 plus 0 plus 7, which gives you 14. It's all about following that order, even if Facebook comments don't.
Right, right. And then the other answer that really is stunning to me is 21. I'll see 21. And what usually I find the cause of that is there's a number of people out there who think 7 times 0 equals 7. I've even had people tell me, well, I know 0 times 7 is 0, but 7 times 0 should be 7 because if I have 7 pencils and multiply them by 0, I still have my 7 pencils.
The old Kensel dilemma. It's a great example of how everyday intuition can mislead. Multiplication by zero is like saying, I have zero groups of seven pencils. No pencils at all. It's fun to break down because it shows how math is consistent, even if it defies casual logic.
Right, I would have to say maybe extremely casual logic. I think some people are getting confused about what multiplication means and confusing it with addition. I think people have forgotten that multiplication is really about groupings. I mean, like you said, if I have 7 pencils and I put them in one bag, 7 times 1, I have 7 pencils in one bag. But if I have 7 pencils and I put them in 0 bags, if I have 7 pencils and I don't put them in a bag, well, I have 0 pencils in a bag. That's what that means.
Exactly. It's all about grouping. Multiplication asks, how many groups of this do I have? If you've got zero groups, you have nothing, no matter how many are in a hypothetical group. It's a fun perspective shift. And once people get that, it clicks.
Yeah, and then the other one I see a lot is this problem here, which I'm typing in. 50 plus 50 minus 25 times 0 plus 2 plus 2. Whoops, I didn't type that right. 0 plus 2 and plus 2 equals. And then there we go. So that one, I see a lot of people getting incorrect answers on this one as well.
All right, let's break it down. First, multiplication goes first. So 25 times 0 is 0. Now you have 50 plus 50 minus 0 plus 2 plus 2. Add it all up. 50 plus 50 is 100, plus 2 is 102, plus another 2 is 104. Final answer, 104.
Yep, that one seems easy enough. And yet, a lot of times I will see people answer 4. The second most common incorrect answer is 79. And I've even seen probably the third most common incorrect answer is 96. And I know that the people at 4, usually the excuse there is that, well, there's no parentheses, so the answer would be 4. But as I'm sure you can explain, you need parentheses to get 4.
Exactly. To get 4, they'd need something like parentheses around the entire subtraction section. Without parentheses, multiplication takes precedence. And those other answers, like 79 or 96, often come from mixing up the order or ignoring that 0 multiplier. Once folks see that multiplication always comes first, it clears up the confusion.
Right, right. The answer is 79. That one really stunned me, the number of people that get that, because 25 times 0 again is 0. We've already talked about multiplication by 0. Again, a lot of people are assuming 25 times 0 is 25, and that's how they're coming up with 79. Now, the 96 one I think is very confusing. Well, it's not confusing. I understand what they're doing, but a lot of times people will quote PEMDAS, and they'll say, well, PEMDAS, if you do PEMDAS correctly, you get 96. And somehow they're trying to force addition before subtraction.
Exactly. That's one of the biggest myths. Addition and subtraction are equals. You do them left to right. PEMDAS is often misunderstood as a rigid 6-step sequence, but it's about precedence. Multiplication, division together left to right, then addition, subtraction left to right. Once that clicks, these tricky answers start disappearing.
Exactly, exactly. So there we go. There's a couple common problems, and we've had a pretty good chat about those. Hopefully, people will understand them a little bit better going forward.
I think they will. Breaking it down like this really helps. It's all about shining a light on those common traps. And hey, the more math puzzles, the more fun, right?
Absolutely.
If another puzzler pops up, you know where to find me. Until then, keep having fun with it.